Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how I prep my Easter Sunday dinner. If you're interested, stay tuned. So first I want to turn on the heat because I will be making 14 eggs. So I'm gonna fill this pot up with water. There's not a specific amount of water, but I'm gonna fill it up to where I think 14 eggs will be submerged appropriately. So I got my water. Now I'm going to put in 14 eggs. I'm gonna put for 25 minutes. And now in this little pot, in this saucepan or pot, I'm going to turn on the heat and start making the sauce for the macaroni. What we're trying to create right here is a it's called a roux. It's called a roux, and that is the base of your cheese sauce. So we put the butter in, let that melt, and then you put in some flour and start thickening it up, and then you start putting in your milk, and then you add your cheese. So you're gonna just let that melt down, and then we'll add the flour slowly. That was about 1/4 cup. So slowly start adding the milk once the butter is incorporated with the flour. But I may add the whole stick of butter, honestly. And the butter gives the macaroni a rich and it gives it some flavor, the salty flavor. So the 3 cheeses that I'm going to be using for this macaroni is mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, and Gruyere. And Gruyere will be placed in the sauce along with the mild cheddar. The Gruyere gives the macaroni a almost like a tangy twist, and it makes the sauce super silky. So I'm gonna let that cook slowly. I'm gonna turn it down to like 2 and let it just kind of sit in this heat. And I'm gonna go ahead and grate this Gruyere really quick, and I'll be right back once I start. So now I'm gonna add the cheese. I'm gonna add the mild cheddar first, and then I'm gonna add the Gruyere to it. The sauce is done, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off and let it just sit while I wait for the eggs to be done, so I can use that pot to make the noodles. Strawberry cakes one at a time. And yeah, let's get started. So ingredients. One cup of water, 1.5 cup of oil, and 3 eggs. All right, guys, so I got all of the ingredients here. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing them together. Now I'm adding and tweaking some of the ingredients that is required for this box strawberry cake. So I'm going to pour in the mixture of cake mix. And that's going to help with moisture so you don't have a dry cake. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other box cake because I want to do a triple layer strawberry crunch cheesecake. So I will be doing the same thing to both of the cakes. And then I'm just going to put the eggs in, and then we're going to begin mixing the cake mix. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven for 25 to 28 minutes. All right, so the eggs are done. I'm gonna go ahead and cool them down so then I can start cracking them and doing the preparation for the double stuff. Alright, so now I'm gonna boil some water so then I can cook the macaroni noodles. The timer for the cake just went off, so we're gonna go ahead and check if it is ready by using a fork and poking in the middle and seeing if it comes up red or pink. So it's not ready yet, so we're gonna put it in for about 5 more minutes and see how it comes up then. All right, so now I'm going to drain them. And I'm going to start cracking them. So I'm gonna keep on doing that, and I'll show you when I begin to start slicing them. All right, so I have the noodles boiling for the macaroni and cheese. So that's probably gonna boil for like 15 minutes to get nice and tender. Split it in half like that, and then take the yolk out and put it in this bowl, this container. So next, we're gonna put in the liquid ingredients. We're gonna put in some mustard, and I like to eyeball it. And some Miracle Whip. Let's use a different spoon. Huh? Double stuffed eggs. And put like this much in there. We're gonna put some salt and pepper, a generous amount. Yeah. All right, so now I stuffed a bag full of the mixture, right? And I cut one end. So I'm gonna close it up, and then I'm gonna start piping this mixture into the eggs. And it fits perfect.
What? First, and we gotta do the purple. Yeah. Molly, you see our eggs? Molly, egg. Can you get off the yolk?
And it add some pepper, some salt. Add some salt.
Mom, I see it on camera. Mom, I'm so silly, Mom, because you get two pepper. Really?
Everyone's gonna love it. I'm gonna put some cheese on top. All right, so next up we have the ingredients to the cheesecake portion of the cake. So I'm currently cooking the second strawberry cake. All right, so it's done mixing all the ingredients.
Daddy.
I'm gonna put frosting on the bottom of this. You got some cream cheese frosting. Grab some and put it on the bottom to help the cake stay in place, like almost like a glue.